Are you addicted to your phone?
No.
To fully understand the issue of phone addiction in America, we must go back to the beginning.
So, who are you?
I'm a phone history expert.
Okay, so what are your qualifications for this?
Let's just talk about the history of phones. When in 1973, Motorola launched the first ever mobile phone with 30-minute battery life. Initially, the invention of mobile phones for mass consumption provided only calling services. From that point on, phone and computer technology has become ubiquitous throughout the world. With the introduction of the iPhone 20 years later, people could connect more easily, and it made it possible to stay in touch while on the move. This, however, starting with the launch of apps and social media, becoming addicted to phones has become more rampant than ever. Platforms including Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok are all contributors to the rising issue and some of the main culprits associated with higher phone usage. While perhaps their original intention was to connect the world together, unexpected consequences have stemmed from these technological advancements. Hey guys, so what are your opinions on phone usage?
Well, during COVID-19 and the quarantine, phones definitely allowed us for some level of human connection, especially when it wasn't safe to leave our homes, and even if that meant through a screen, you know?
Yeah, I mean, if we didn't have access to phones and access to social media, I mean, it would have been extremely difficult to just stay in touch and maintain relationships. And it also helped us connect with people around the world and bond over a common interest.
Yeah, like as you can see, we're big BTS fans, we're ARMY, and if we didn't have technology, we couldn't have captured all these special moments with our boys.
Yeah, I mean, like every Friday we meet together at our house with some popcorn and some little food, and we watch every BTS music video in order.
I even have the sweatshirt. Yeah. Should we do the chant?
Oh my god, yeah!
Phones have the ability to bring people together during times when in-person communication is inadequate. People around the world are able to connect virtually to experience things that they may not have been able to do in person. Phones become necessary to some, but not all people think that way.
Hi, thanks for coming in to let us interview you. So, tell us, what are your opinions on phone usage?
Man, I don't like it. I don't like any of it. Let me tell you, after having one for 2 months, I've already given up on my phone. I got rid of it, I beat it with a bat, and I tossed it in the trash, you know? And I'm telling you, it's all cult that's planning to brainwash us all, and I think the government is watching us. I think they're all listening to us, and I see the camera watching me. It's corrupting the minds of our youth, and the ones at the top are out to bring us regular folks down, and I think they just need to get out of here. So,
While the issue with phones might not be this extreme, there are definite problems.
Now, this issue is not as simple as just phones are the problem. The entire internet is accessible on almost any device. If it's not a phone that's grabbing our attention, it's our computers and TVs. It is no doubt that phones have brought so much for us, but are the merits really worth the consequences? You can easily gain important information in connection with one small smart device, but it also means it's easy to access false information, it's easy to hurt others, it's easy to get distracted, and so on. One huge problem that phones bring is damage to people's mental health.
People know that our phones are the problem to our tiredness, sleepiness, depression, and anxiety. But they can't and won't stop because there is a fear of missing out. In a survey that included over 3,000 workers, 70% of them said they keep phones where they can see them during work. It's really stressful to have to check your phone all the time, but it's also stressful to think you're missing out on so much, whether it be information about our friends or entertaining content posted on social media.
Let's go interview people from the general public. Oh my god, hi! Can we interview you for a few seconds?
Sure, okay, sure.
Thank you. So first question, can we ask how old you are?
I'm 32, February baby, I'm an Aquarius. like Virgo, moon. That's what y'all younger generations are saying, right?
Sure, yeah. Second question. Do you think you're addicted to your phone?
No, the younger generations are addicted, not us.
Can we look at your screen time?
Sure.
Oh yeah, that's bad.
Okay, let's see your screen times. Show us.
Ours won't be that bad. It won't be
Yes,
that bad.
yes they will. Yeah, that's pretty bad. What did I say? I'm not addicted. You are. You are addicted. You are. You are addicted.
Leave. Oh my god. Okay, let's move on. One huge reason why phones can cause depression and health problems is because it takes away our sleep. Blue light can actually suppress melatonin, a hormone that helps you sleep. The phone tries its best to keep you using it, which is why phone users might struggle getting off phones before going to sleep, which then ruins their sleep schedule. With less sleep, you'll obviously be more tired, and with constant insufficient sleep, you'll be more vulnerable and might develop depression or anxiety. In an experiment conducted in Korea, the results showed that people with higher screen time had low levels of physical activity and consumed calories, as well as having an increased fat mass and decreased muscle mass. This proves that when you're addicted to your phone, you're just stuck in an endless cycle of getting tired both emotionally and physically.
It's scary how so many people are willing to sacrifice their sleep just to be on their phones or computers or whatever the device may be. We say, oh, it's already 11, let me just use my phone for 15 minutes, which becomes 30 minutes, and then 45 minutes, and oh, now it's midnight, well, let me just finish this video, and so on. And it's sad that a lot of teens and adults can relate to this feeling of wasting time, because it really shows how we are all, at least a little addicted. It's recommended to stop using our phone 30 minutes before sleeping, but the question is, how many people are actually able to do that?
Hi, I'm a high school student and I use social media pretty often, but I really don't think it's an issue for me.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I know that 7 hours of screen time is a lot and it's bad, but literally everybody else goes through the exact same thing. It's kind of impossible to go a day without touching your phone. If I wasn't on my phone, I'd get left out and miss out on what all my friends are doing. And I get all my information there. Plus, it entertains me. Like, what else am I supposed to do other than being on my phone? We're in an era of technology, and I just think phone usage is a part of our lives, and we really can't separate ourselves from it. So I think we just kind of have to deal with it.
The youth are especially vulnerable to the negative side effects of social media, and it often results in the worsening of young students' mental health. Scrolling through posts and posts of unrealistic Instagram photos makes them envious that their life is not like what they see on social media. Apps like Instagram create inauthentic portrayals of our lives, showing only the best parts. When our younger generations are exposed to these false personas put on the internet, the line between real and illusion becomes blurred. Comparison is inevitable when we're constantly viewing flawless depictions of people's lives. Additionally, when so much value is placed upon our social media presence, seeking validation from likes and comments become extremely dangerous. As soon as we open these social media apps, we are hit with the immediate satisfaction and happiness that compels us to keep scrolling and scrolling. But now, it's impossible to get rid of phones from our lives, and that's okay. You just have to ask yourself, is the usage of your phone affecting or controlling your life and people around you? Most times, the answer is yes, and that's when it becomes a problem.
There are definitely some solutions to phone addiction, involving reaching out to social media companies to demand better ways to reduce the addictive nature of their apps. This could include companies limiting screen time and also providing constant reminders to take breaks or even close out of the app for the day. However, this is not the most realistic solution because it's not in the best interest of company executives when making money is their number one priority.
So is there a way to solve this epidemic of phone addiction in America? There is no fix-all solution, considering how getting rid of our phones is not really a feasible option in our technologically driven world. But there are plenty of realistic actions we can put into effect to try to reduce the impact our phones have over us. One idea is to simply delete social media when you feel it is negatively impacting your well-being or consuming too much of your time.
Most phones already have tools to manage our phone usage, so learning to utilize these app limits and downtime and tracking screen time can be useful in becoming more self-aware of the time we spend on social media. Charging our phones next to where we sleep increases the likelihood of spending unnecessary time on our phones and can even disrupt our sleep cycles, making it difficult to get a good night's rest. Instead, charging our phones further away in a separate location can help decrease phone usage. Scrolling through our favorite apps can be fun at times.
No, this is what Mark Zuckerberg wants me to do.
But sometimes stepping away from our phones for some quality time with nature, touching some grass, spending time with loved ones, and sincerely connecting with others face to face is vital to our health as social creatures. Simply realizing that the goal of social media is to keep us scrolling is crucial, so at least we have the chance to make a conscious decision to stop devoting so much of our precious time to our phones. In addition, we must urge authorities to reform the role social media plays in our lives. Realistically, all these steps will not magically solve America's issue with phone addiction. Countless hours will still be spent mindlessly scrolling, commenting, and liking. But hopefully, these small actions will slowly add up and lead us to build healthier relationships with social media and help us find ways to have our phones work for us, not control us.
Oh, and put down the phone and take a deep breath, at least once in a while.